Alright, since the last video, several updates have been committed at the GitHub location of this project. Some of those changes include making the canvas area take up the entire screen rather than be a 1024 by 768 fixed size. This is kind of an experiment right now, but for now this will definitely solve any troubles or issues that a tester might have in trying to get the canvas to fit on their screen. We've also changed up the chat a bit so that it is now rendered as an overlay to the canvas rather than being inside the canvas. This way text will wrap automatically without having to do anything special for implementing wrap itself. In addition to that, there are some scroll bars which, in my opinion, do look a bit ugly, and I'm sure in the future that will change. At the very least, they could be styled up a little bit. Or, well, you know, let me just get in here first. I'm going to start with Chrome. And I've already logged into Facebook, so it's just going to come straight up for me. Alright. So here we go, and I'm going to full screen it here. So, down here, as you see, we've got the chat and these ugly scroll bars. I think that if there should be any scroll bar, it should be aligned to the radar, match the same height, and, you know, just be adjacent immediately to its left. I mean, it wouldn't look horrible, but, you know, there might be a better way of doing it. Let's see, in some of the chat text colors, like for example, the format of the names too is different here. It used to be where it was in your name would be in, or your alias would be in a bracket, and then your text would follow. But here now we have your full name followed by a colon, and this whole piece here is the same color to make it easy to distinguish. And then your text is a different color as well. Some other changes that were made was that the second layer of Starfield was modified just a little bit to have a different pattern of stars, because in the earlier versions it was exactly the same Starfield as the first layer, but with a different darkness to it. Let's see what else. Team kills, I believe, are allowed, but self kills are not allowed. Let's see, you can select lines of text in the chat box, as you see me doing it here. And then for debug mode, we've cleaned it up a little bit so that instead of having to scroll down to the bottom of the page and see, I don't know, like 14-point font, we have it nicely suited here up in the top right corner. The first value, of course, means your latency. Second value is your frame rate. Third value is the number of players. That last value is the number of particles currently being rendered. And in between the brackets, I'm not actually sure right now what the brackets there are for. In previous technical details, there was coordinates printed out somewhere, but, you know, it's not too important right now. Another thing that's new is that there's a bomb blast radius now. And also, if you're close or within your bomb blast radius, it will take away from your health, and the least amount of energy total that you'll have from a direct bomb blast hit is 1. So, bam, lost all my energy. So that's great. So you can actually kill a player that is on the other side of the wall just by hitting the wall. Let me demonstrate that if I can get him to move here. Another thing I noticed, and I'm not sure if this is new or different or something like that, but when you kill someone, their ship gibs are going to be over the explosion rather than the explosion be over it. Let's see. There's also some bug fixes made for the bounty, and now players that you kill will drop greens. So that way you can fly right over them just as I did and collect your prize. Though it's not going to be any different from any other greens. You never know, you might run into a full charge. That might be actually pretty useful when you've got 3 players chasing you. So let's see what we can do just by bombing the wall here. Hopefully it's close enough. Maybe I need to get something here. Hold on. Oh, full charge. Excellent. See? It died. Woohoo! Full charge. Alrighty. That's excellent. There's also another bug fix made to prevent scrolling on Mac OS X. There was a glitch in the last version, I think, where bomb explosion animation, or that graphic, was smaller than it was supposed to be. We got it fixed so that it's back to its 1-to-1 ratio. Now, however, I do notice an immediate bug, and other people are probably going to notice it too. And you might notice it on this video, but if you look at my name carefully, it kind of looks like it's flickering, or it's just bouncing up and down within 1 or 2 pixels of where it's supposed to be. That's really annoying. I mean, it's pretty distracting. I mean, I just straight out notice that. I mean, it's hard to miss it. Let's see, is there anything else? No, I think that's it. Right? Scores do persist as well, so that's awesome. And also with this name thing jittering up and down, it almost, when I'm rotating, it almost makes me feel like the ship is bouncing up and down too. Like just jittering up with it. And I don't know if actually it is because of all the movements on the screen that's happening. But hopefully this will be fixed in a later version. Alright, so this is Chrome. This is running Chrome, Google Chrome. Full screen. Everything's looking fine and dandy. And, yeah. Now let's give Firefox a go here. Let's see how it looks. So, one moment. Well, I switch over to that. So, let's go there. I've already authenticated as well. Alright. Now, the full screen button. Okay, F11. There we go. So this is full screen in Firefox. There is a couple differences here. In the top right corner, you don't get the technical information, which is pretty handy and fun to have. The other thing is that it kind of, now I might be wrong on this, but it kind of looks like the radar is a bit smaller than it should be. Maybe not, okay. But I did notice last time I gave this a quick shot was that the chat doesn't show up at all. So, you know, that's one bug that we gotta take care of here. I also have a suspicion that the frame rate is slightly lower in Firefox, but I'm sure that'll get resolved and weeded out over time. But it's still playable. I mean, just flying around, shooting a little bit and stuff. I'm not noticing any problems regarding performance. This is very, very much playable. There's no reason to complain, in my opinion. And right now, I did forget to mention one thing. We also did tweak up the settings so that they would be more balanced, and that you'd have to put more oomph into killing players, and also more oomph into watching your back. Last time it was pretty easy. I mean, like, ship 5 is pretty strong. You could shoot bullets without using a lot of energy and just rack up kills like none other. And the first ship, which is the one that you spawn in, doesn't have a lot of energy. I mean, you just get killed really quickly, unlike any of the other ships. But right now, I think we've got that all fixed up, so that way things are a bit more balanced, and none of the ships 1 through 8 are, you know, too weak or anything like that. They should all be fairly competitive. Alright, so I don't know what else to show, but this is the video that I've put together for the latest version as of 2012, June 18th. Well, see you later!